Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Coffee with Carissa show. Today is one of my favorite topics in the world, manifestation and the law of attraction. And today I'm going to be sharing specifically how I've used the law of attraction and manifestation to grow my business. Also, just share a couple of examples or stories of ways that I've used it throughout my everyday life back before I even knew what it was, and then how I kind of changed things when I did become aware of what it was and how it works. So if you are wanting to practice using the law of attraction manifestation a little bit more strategically, because we're all using it all the time, whether you're conscious of it or not, but if you want to become a little bit more conscious and use it in a way that it makes everything in your life better rather than attracting things to you or experiencing things that you don't necessarily want, then stay tuned for the rest of this video. So one of my clients actually asked me this in one of my private course support groups just recently. You know, I've talked about law of attraction manifestation before, I have shared some stories, but she specifically asked when I actually discovered that the law of attraction or manifestation was a thing and how I started using it consciously as opposed to using it unconsciously. So I guess the really important thing to start with is that I have used manifestation and the law of attraction my entire life, and so have you, and you are using it right now, because the law of attraction is basically, you know, you get what you focus on. And so in your life, in every moment of your life, if you are focusing on things that you do not want, you will continue to attract them into your reality. An example of this in business is something that I see all of the time from either people that are, you know, following my free content or even clients that I've worked with. I try and help a lot of people really hard to get out of this kind of negative mindset that they have, which is holding them back. Because even if I'm trying to teach people, you know, marketing strategies and sales strategies and things that they need to do in the physical world to improve and grow their businesses, yet they're still focused on things not working, or they're worried about things not working, or they think that things might not work, and they're not going into something with this like belief and confidence that like this is going to work, then they continue to hold themselves back. So the first thing that you need to realize is that your external world is a reflection of your internal thoughts. And this is really how the law of attraction works. So it doesn't actually matter if you don't believe in the spiritual magic side of it, the energetic side of it, which is silly if you don't really, because it's been scientifically proven that everything is vibration. So you attract to yourself things that are on the same vibrational level that you are currently at. So if you are operating at a low negative emotional state or vibration, then you will continue to attract things, more things going wrong in your life. And if you are someone who is always at a very high vibe, very positive, very optimistic, then usually those are the kind of people that just everything is fine for them all the time and they get everything they want. And so it's really important that you're aware of that so that you can be one of those high vibe people that gets everything that they want, because why wouldn't you? Why would you prefer to stay somewhere negative, attracting yucky situations, unless you get yourself kind of addicted to the drama of that, which I'm sure many people do. I know many people do. But let's get back on topic. I guess I've always been a very optimistic person. I've always been I believe that anything is possible for me and for others type person. I generally tend to see the opportunities and the potential in everybody, and that's kind of what makes me the most frustrated, I suppose, with other people, in terms of them not being able to see things the way, like see what's possible for them the way that I see what's possible for them. So I don't know if that's just a natural part of my personality or what I was born with, but I've always been able to see what's possible. And I do love that about myself, and it's something that but I know it's also because of the thoughts that I choose. So it's not that I just am so confident and I believe that I can do anything, because that doesn't come naturally to me. I have to actually choose those thoughts every single day to keep myself in a state of believing that I can do it and I can have it. That's different from believing that anything is possible, right? The law of attraction and the manifestation part of it comes down to, you can believe that something is possible, but you have to also believe that it's possible for you, and that you are capable and able and available for it, and it is available for you, and that you are not necessarily worthy of that, because I don't believe that self-worth has anything to do with it. Before I even knew what the law of attraction was or manifestation was, I would get ideas in my head of things that I wanted to do or wanted to achieve or wanted to experience, and as long as I believed that I could do that, like I actually believed that I could do it, but at the same time I was also okay with it if it didn't happen, which I later discovered is the magical key or ingredient of manifesting things. You really have to be like, okay, I want this, I'm gonna have this, but I'm okay with it if I don't have it, because I trust that it just wasn't meant to be, or that something else better is coming. Like that's really, or that there's always more good things coming, you know, that's kind of the attitude that you've got to have. The way that I used this even throughout my childhood was that I would, you know, imagine things going the way that I wanted them to go, and then they would go like that, or they would be maybe not exactly the same as I imagined them, but things would just work out the way that I wanted them to. I always kind of got what I wanted, or if I didn't, then I just changed what I wanted or accepted, like, okay, maybe that's not meant to be, right? When I started a business, same thing kind of happened. Like all of my businesses, things just kind of worked out, and even when they didn't work out, it's because I knew that I decided that I didn't want to continue doing that. So in my first like official business, I had little side hustle businesses all through high school and things like that, where I just like buy things and then sell them for more to kids at school, like blank CDs filled with music, because we were the only people that had a CD burner, so I turned that into a business, obviously. Or in primary school or early high school, I would buy lollies before school and sell them for double in class or at lunchtime. But in my first graphic and web design business, for example, I just knew that I would get clients for whatever I wanted to sell. Like I just honestly expected it to happen. There was no doubt in my mind that it wouldn't. And I think I see this as being a really big difference between, like, if people start a business and they go, oh no, what if it doesn't work? What if my clients don't like me? What if nobody wants to pay what I'm going to charge? What if nobody likes what I do? Then that's what they're actually focusing on. That's what they're visualizing. They're thinking about things going wrong so often that they just do, because that's what they're looking for. Whether they want that or whether they don't want it, you get what you focus on. It doesn't matter if you want it or you don't want it. So if you're constantly looking for or focusing on things that you don't want, that's what you're going to continue to see and experience. However, every time that I've gone into